Alright, welcome guys to another video. Welcome back to the channel. Please leave a like, subscribe, share, hit the bell for notifications, all the stuff that you guys do. I really appreciate all the love you guys been showing and all the questions you have in comments. Make sure you comment on the video that you like for any other builds, any other questions, anything I can help out for beginners to start the game. So let's get right into it. We are so close to 1K subs. I really appreciate it, guys. Means a lot. So let's jump right into it. It's gonna be a quick video. I'm trying to speed this up so that you guys don't have to sit here and waste like 30-minute, 50-minute on a video. Okay. So let's get into the gears. As you know, the thumbnail, it is going to be wing of ignition plus the plague spike. Okay, plague spike. All right. So weapons, you want the um, tier 35. Make sure you get one yourself, and you want to craft pretty much the same as this, or something better. It can be if you're playing critical build, you must have gear crit. If you don't have critical build, you need speed, attack, and spell flat damage. So what I mean by flat is you see the tier 12, 67 attack and spell damage, not percentage. Two different thing, but you want both on the weapon, okay? And then maximize damage, speed, and stuff like that for non-crit. If you have crit, you definitely need gear crit, and then attack percent and attack and spell damage flat. Those are the three really important ones. And the rest you can have like more speed, more maximize, more critical rate, and get lucky with the legendary effect. All right. And then helmet, pretty straightforward. You want HP, skill duration increase. You want totem, critical rate, all that stuff. And then shoulders, you want again skill, rune effect, and then defense or HP. If you can get damage on there, you can as well. Armors, you can craft a armor with lots of HP and defensive skill, and basically focus on dodge, and then get more critical rate and stuff like that. You can. Or you can just get the authority where you can awaken to get +3 spell damage level. You can do that as well. And then you want cast speed gloves. This one is decent. It's not the best. You want the main cast speed amp on there, and then a little bit more cast speed if you can. And then boots, you can want strike, projectile, damage, fire damage, which are all good. And then you can play around with that to get a better stuff. And then lastly, Capri Heart. You can get Capri Heart for this. Uh, that's my. You want the additional 35% fire damage right there, and some stats. Don't worry about the energy anymore. Energy is terrible this season. Don't want to play energy. And I have some mana potions, HP potions, effects, belts. Can be something better, but working on that. And then 3 hoops for lots of stats. Try to get 7770, so I can have stats on there. Some of that right there. And then caster refraction is typically for the crit rate flat. It's not percentage. It literally says crit rate flat and crit damage and resource dampening cost for all your skills, which is great. And charms I went for Boreal, Caster, Leo, and Capri. But if you are playing this build, you need Capri, Leo, Caster, and Elisa. Um, Elisa is for the Plague Spike, Caster and Leo for the Plague Spike as well. So both skill are getting 3 blessings, at least 3 blessings. Um, on top of that, if not, if you want to switch it up, then you can go 230 Lil, and then 230 Alcumin to gain the 8% damage on hit to get lightning, and then Capri 140. Alright, so you can play like that too. Alright, so there's different ways to play with the charms, but this is mine. Not the best, it's decent. Alright. And then Lacrima, I have just from my whirlwind build before. You don't need this one. You can get a one-hand weapon unique that give you additional fire damage on hit. an additional percentage of cold or damage on hit. That's 15%, which is way stronger. But it's a two-hand armor belt. You can change this to something else much better, more HP, more amp, more survival. An engineer belt for convert mana, so I don't have to convert mana on Zodiac. And plus it's -5 resource, which is pretty good for beginner. Alright, so that's Lacrima. And then now we go into the relics. So relics, I have Subdar as main. Subdar with the mental stabilization, Leo for the projectile speed and projectile damage, and then Capri for the fire penetration and fire damage, and then Boreal for the HP flat. And then mastery I went for 9, 10, and 10. Reason why is because the two-hand staff has really high base damage, but the crit of the item is only tier 9 and not tier 13 or 12. So um, you have to compensate somewhere else to get max crit rate. So that's what I did with the mastery, and then damage amp there, and then all the potions, and then 1 point on accessory for some HP, and then the other ones I took all the potions, HP, and mana, and then take list 2 at the last part. Alright. And then lastly, Zodiac. Go do it really quick. So here for spell, 2, 3, 4, still 4. You want the status effect rate, 5. You want Mirage for more cast speed, Elaborate attack for more crit rate, crit damage, 6. So I took sweep and annihilation. Sweep, that's 6% area damage. Sweep gives another 6% strike damage to both skill. So I took that. And then Fang. I took Fang there. I have one more point somewhere. We can play with this. So I took this off, okay, and this off because my dex is not 500. But this 3 you need, 4 you need right there. Let's finish this off. 7. One more. Stench. And I took Thirst Elements. And lastly, I took Coal for some freeze. So I took 5% there. And then lastly, 2 points I put in Penetration. Alright. So this is pretty good right there. And then Specialized, I went for Brilliance. Take cast speed, resource reduction right there. And then I took Sharpness and then Dimensions. And then here I took the Lightning on hit, 50% amp, and then on coal, crowd control. So that's why that coal from 8 was important, so that you can get the 5% damage amp right there. Okay, and that's the Zodiac. And now we'll break down the skill. Alright, so let's break down the skill. Again, we pretty much know what Wing Ignition does. You want Awakened Source, so you get 4 plus 4 projectile. You want to hit that first 4 projectile, so it gets stronger. Okay. Pretty basic rune. Confidence, more cast speed, more damage. Elemental amp there, harmony there, spell activation on a hit there. Seal dodge for more defensive dodge. Seal crit for maximum crit rate. Tenacious regen, movement skill. Seal destruction, seal condense element. Release element for more cast speed, more damage amp. Counter attack. So with counter attack, I convert to fire so that it can proc the fire energy. Fire energy give you spell damage per stack, 20% per stack. Increase area effect there, and then Welcome back, welcome back. And then Shout of Terror, I connected to buff on hit with Center of Gravity that gave me maximized per center of gravity stacks right there. So why Plague Spike? This skill is pretty not used wellly. People haven't played with it, but um, to me, if you have lightning damage, you're gonna proc the shock effect. Plague Spike will also reduce all the monsters' elemental resist um, a lot, like at least 13%. Um, Dampening is equivalent to amplification. Dampening is like a major reduction. So basically, you shred the monster magic resist completely, uh, at least like to a lot, so that you can then do shock effect and do the plague effect. Okay. You have a 25% chance to do burst plague. Burst plague will then for 5 seconds, 4.5 seconds, you will reduce 13.6% elemental resist of all monsters that's affected. All right, so that's why you want a lot of area effects. So what I took was multi-shot, area effect. I put some strike there, and mana storm and harmony, so I can do some damage, extra damage on top of Wing of Ignition. Alright, the awaken I took was the elemental uh, damage amplified to give it extra damage. So it can give you some kill a little bit faster. Alright, so that's the breakdown. Shout of Purification linked to Penetration Slash with buff on movements. I have Shout Linger Shout, increased duration effect, time exile. Disarm on there, use counts there. Pretty basic setup, like how I have some other stuff. Um, any questions, please leave in the comments. Now we're gonna see some mapping and how this works, and see how this is level 150. 150. We're gonna see how fast we shreds and complete maps. So again, guys, with uh, like I'm getting frozen. All right. I guess I need a new computer soon, guys. Um, which that's pretty much the setup. You guys can test it out and see if you like it or not. But again, if you have lightning on hit, you will both do damage to the monsters, and at the same time you're shredding their elemental resist and increasing damage taken with lightning. So that's why you want to play around with it. I think it's a pretty good skill. Wow, what a lag. I think it's a pretty good skill for beginners to play around with, so that they can push content a little bit quicker. Uh, if this build were to take on like uh, level 165, it might have a chance. Um, Shredding a lot of resist, because at 165 level monsters, they have a lot of resist. Uh, and if you're playing elemental build with no shreds on their resist, you will have to stack a lot more damage. And and it's gonna be more resource cost. It's gonna be harder to achieve and stuff like that. Now you can dual wield. Um, you can dual wield wand, dual wield daggers, whatever your dual wield is. You want one of the weapon to have lightning on hit, and then the other would be like cold on hit, or you want um, something like extra poison damage on hit, so it can stack venoms and all that status effect. Um, Alright, so now we're gonna go in there and kill the boss, and then let you guys see how this. Alright, now we're gonna leave, and now we're gonna go to dummy, and we're gonna test our damage output. Again, guys, if you have any questions, please leave in the comments. Um, go back to the video if you missed something, um, and you wanna take a closer look, answer any questions you have. So as you can see, the green skill is the Plex spike. So now we're gonna test the elemental ranking. Turn this off. Oh, sorry. Let me restart that. All right, and there we go. As you can see, all the status effects up here: wound, venom, wound, um, chilled, burn, plague. Um, Plagues last, and they keep reprocting. Every time plague spikes hit, uh, and then you do more damage. Shocks increase damage taken. You can see right there. I'm hovering my mouse over. If your skill have any lightning damage, you will shock, um, and it lasts about 3 seconds. Um, and then the plague effect lasts about 4.5 seconds. So you're stacking a lot of damage, and burning a lot of the resist, and making them take more damage with shock and plague spike. All right, that's the build breakdown. Uh, give it a try. Let me know what you think, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching. Please stop, hit the bell for notification, like, dislike, whatever you guys like. Um, I'll catch you guys on the next one. I appreciate all the support. Signing out.